Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on Dynasty Clutch Gaming. So today guys, I want to talk about Far Cry 5, okay? Now I haven't really talked about Far Cry 5 yet on my channel, but I've been wanting to talk about it for quite some time. Now guys, this video is not sponsored by any type of affiliation with Far Cry 5, just so everybody knows, so let's just get that out of the way. Now guys, I want to talk about Far Cry 5 and what should we expect in Far Cry 5 coming out next year in February 28th or something like that. And I really can't wait to get my hands on this game. But I just want to talk about the differences and the similarities of Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 5. What should we expect and what should we expect that's going to be different out of Far Cry 5? Now guys, obviously vehicles are going to be a big thing in Far Cry 5. There's going to be different type of vehicles. We're going to have the airplanes and then we're going to have, the helicopters. Now we did have a sort of a helicopter in Far Cry 4, but it was a mini helicopter, and I didn't really like it all that much, but I love the vehicles that is going to be represented in Far Cry 5. I absolutely love the new trucks, the ATVs, and just the overall planes. That is sick. I absolutely love it, and I'm actually looking forward to get my hands on all these vehicles to see how they actually mechanically run in this game and how they're properly supposed to be used in Far Cry 5. Now guys, it's obviously in Hope County, based off in, I think, Montana or something like that. Far Cry 5, Trust, Pray, Obey, it is going to be one of those type of games that's going to be a cult. It's going to be a cult, obviously, but it's going to be one of the scary cults. I do believe that a scary cult is always going to be, something in Far Cry. But I think this something like this new into Far Cry is big, because I absolutely enjoy Far Cry games, and this cult is going to be a little scary to witness, because it actually happens in real life, guys. This is not something made up by Ubisoft. This actually happens in real life, so that's a message being sent to everybody, I would say, and something people need to learn about all the time. Now guys, you have Lieutenant Rai, as you guys can see on the screen right now. He's going to be basically one of your main characters. He looks pretty cool. I'm not going to say he reminds me of one of those badass characters in any Far Cry game, a badass person, and he acts like one, and hopefully he's going to be a badass motherfucker, because I just can't wait to see how these characters run off. He pulls the minigun up and then he puts it on his freaking airplane, and I thought that was pretty cool, because he is pissed off about something, and I can't wait to find out what that is. Now guys, as you can see on the screen right now, February 27, 2018, that is when it comes out. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game, just because I've been such a big fan of Far Cry for quite some time. I think Far Cry 3 was my very first one. Now I did like that one, but I didn't really like it all that much compared to Far Cry 4. But I feel like Far Cry 5 is going to triumph all of them. Now guys, some people might talk about this is one of those type of games that shouldn't introduce, type of religions like this into a video game, basically. A cult actually happens in real life, guys. This is not something that's made up. And, throwing a religion in there like this is a big thing. This could actually, rub some people the wrong way, and they try to, file lawsuits against certain companies that create games like this and, try to do a protest or something. So that's the only thing that I kind of worry about at a Far Cry 5, just because, I've never seen it happen like this, with a cult. I never really knew anything about a cult until I, started watching Far Cry 5 and hearing a lot of things about it, because, not really many people, listen to stuff like that and know a lot of things about that. Now guys, as you can see on the screen, there is a black guy. I don't know who he is. I don't really know what his, his position in this game is going to be, so hopefully he's going to be one of those, badass characters, I should say, and hopefully he's going to be one of those, badass motherfuckers that just knows what he's doing and military trained and everything. Now guys, let's move on to gameplay wise. We've seen some gameplay on Far Cry 5. The destructibility of this game is absolutely sick. I have absolutely enjoyed watching the gameplay of this. Now obviously the graphics look, outstanding. They're up to date on every engine pretty much out there, and Ubisoft has one of the best engines out there for making video games. So, I do like the dog, guys. Them introducing a dog to Far Cry 5 was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed that. Now, guys, I want to talk about the dog. Hopefully it's not going to be like a retarded dog from Call of Duty Ghosts. For Call of Duty Ghosts, you had a dog or a wolf or whatnot, and sometimes you would get a kill streak or whatnot, or hell, even in the campaign, and he acts kind of retarded. I hope they don't introduce something like that into this game. I hope this dog is smart and knows what he's doing, and the AI of the dog actually works properly. Now guys, the overall brutality of the gameplay is kind of sick. It really is. It really is sick, and it's kind of frustrating to watch something like that, because this actually happens in real life, guys. This is not something fake. And watching this in a video game, is kind of, you know, heartbreaking at times, but it's the real thing that goes on, and it makes the game so much more unique to be authentic, okay? It has to be authentic. You can't just make a game like Far Cry 5 in a cult and it not be authentic, because that will really rub some people the wrong way, and it just wouldn't make any sense for people out there that don't really know anything about cults, or any people that actually know a lot about it. Now guys, I do love the overall selection of the scopes. I think I've seen 2 different scopes on the sniper. I love how illuminated everything is. Everything looks much more illuminated. As you can see on the screen, you know, the dog is attacking. You can, you know, throw him on there. You can be like, hey, go attack this certain enemy, and you can zip line. Zip line is cool. It's another new way to be able to transform your body into another position at one time, and it's really, really cool. I'm glad they implemented something like this, because Far Cry 4, it was very difficult to move around at times. It really was. It was very difficult to move around at times, and I'm glad they finally fixed that. Now guys, you know, this being in Far Cry 5, located in the United States, obviously the buildings, okay, the buildings are gonna look different. Okay, a lot of the buildings look better in my opinion. You know, Far Cry 4, it had that more of a village type look. I got tired of looking at that all the time because I wanted something a little bit more unique. And you know, Montana, is they're gonna set this in the US, it's, you know, modern day. Everything just looks better. It really does. The buildings look better. You know, hopefully they're gonna be destructible in certain areas. And I do like just the overall feeling of this game, just because it looks fantastic. And the buildings, you know, they separate the buildings in certain spots, and I'm glad they did that. Now guys, one of the most surprising things about this, the gameplay that you're actually seeing, is the MG. That is absolutely sick. You know, you can mow enemies down, and the physics of them dying are actually pretty cool. I really do like that a lot. You know, that's one of the most important things to me in any first-person shooter or RPG game out there, is the body physics. How do they react to getting shot or blown up? And the MG, guys, looks absolutely sick. I'm so glad they implemented something like this, because I don't remember it being in Far Cry 4 or Far Cry 3 or something like that. You know, I don't remember it. You know, you can just get on the mounted MG and you can just mow people down. I really do enjoy that. And obviously, you know, catching people on fire is pretty cool, but I'm glad they, you know, finally made it look a little bit more realistic. Because, you know, in past Far Cry games, I do remember Far Cry 4, you can catch people on fire, but it just didn't look real. It just looked a little fake. But, you know, that's outdated graphics and physics, so hopefully it's going to be a whole lot better. And as I can see, you know, right now, it looks so much better. So guys, the number one thing you guys should know what you need to expect about Far Cry 5 is the multiplayer. I don't know how much of a multiplayer aspect we're going to get out of this game. I don't really know if I've seen any multiplayer action. I really don't remember. But hopefully, guys, it's going to be a very unique multiplayer experience, because I'm very, very excited to be able to, you know, get my hands on a multiplayer experience in Far Cry. Because in Far Cry 4, guys, it was fun, but it just seemed a little off at times. It didn't feel like a Far Cry multiplayer game. You know, it just felt like, you know, you just jump into a co-op and you just do whatever. There was no objective to the entire base of, you know, the multiplayer. It just felt weird, and hopefully it's going to be really fun in Far Cry 5. So guys, that's really all I got today. That's all the time I had for you guys on Far Cry 5. What do you guys think about Far Cry 5? Is it going to be a fun game? Are you guys actually looking forward to it? What new things are you wanting to see implemented into Far Cry 5 that has obviously not been implemented yet? Or what do you guys think about that? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.